Hi there, Capehorn here with an update on the bulldozer. In order to do the hydraulics, I had to buy this tubing, which was quite difficult to put on these little fittings. So I made this jig in order to assemble these. I took a block of aluminum and I machined and tapped a 5mm hole to which I can put the fitting, which is 5mm thread. And I got an arrow I stamped in there so when I put it in the jig it's indexed properly. Then I take the hose and make sure you have the ferrule up on the hose. I take a butane lighter and I heat that fitting for about 10 seconds. Once that's warm, I take my hose and I push it against the resistance and push it on there and take the fitting, the ferrule fitting, and tighten it right up. Now sometimes you have to take a pair of pliers and grab that ferrule and finish tightening it to get it seated. You can also back that off just a little bit and twist it to get the proper angle when you're assembling your fittings on your dozer. Now to get that bend in there, I take my heat gun and I hold it and heat it. You don't want to overheat it because you'll kink it, and once it's warm you have to bend it and then hold it until it cools. It'll take a set. If you don't get the curve that you want the first time, just reheat it a little bit and continue bending. You will kink some, because I've kinked several. But that's how I get, let me turn this off. That's how I make up these hoses, and this is what works for me. I hope this will help. Now, let me move the camera here, and you can see this is my sub-assembled, take this off right now. Hydraulic tank, pump, control valves, and the cylinders. I'll turn this on. Let me turn the unit on, and we'll do a function test. There's the pump come on. There's my cylinders going out, coming back in. And my center cylinder for dumping the bucket and retracting the bucket. Now this is all operated, let me turn this back off. This is all operated on a 12-volt NIMH battery pack, and I'll give you the data on where I got it and what the amperage is. There's also a electric motor controller that controls the two drive motors, and I'll give you that data on a printout. And then you also have a EMC control for this brushless motor, which is different, and I'll give you the data on that. Okay, over here you can see the dozer. I completely disassembled it, took every nut and bolt out of it in order so I could paint it Caterpillar yellow. The treads, I painted them, and all the mechanisms. I even painted some of the screws that I'll be finishing when I put it back together, so it'll all have the same color. I took some old 25 thousandths sheet metal and I bent it to put the motor hydraulic pump in, and this will be bolted to this. Then this will all set down in the cavity of the actual dozer. It's quite tight in there to get everything in there, and then put the cab on top of it. The battery will also go all the way down inside where you won't see it. I also have lights, tail lights and headlights, headlights. And you can't see them, but I'll have tail lights, an amber and a red in the back there. Well, hopefully this is a update, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you. And Capehorn here. Talk to you later.